If you enjoy the Low Scale Gaming podcast, please leave us a like, review, and subscribe. Any feedback is welcomed, and I hope you enjoy the show. Hello, and welcome back to the Low Scale Gaming podcast. I'm your host, Fantasy, and as always, I'm joined by Conan Jones and Inferior Mage. Conan, how you doing today?
You say as always, but it's just been two of us for like the past 3 months.
No, it's sorry that I was having issues and I needed just time to chill.
I think 3 weeks ago we were all there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we were all there.
I know. Like we've had a lot of a 2-person podcast the last few weeks, though.
We have.
Oh, itchy.
And sorry, listeners, about last week. Our good friend Conan Jones got caught in an ice storm, and OG and
Conan
decided that they didn't care whether he had power or not.
Yeah, I was out for I think 11 days is what me and Finn just counted.
Yeah, that's a bit much.
It was fun times.
Especially when the ice storm only lasted like 3 days.
Yeah,
like ice was gone all last week, and they still couldn't get your power back on. That's absolutely ridiculous.
Because like we got this deal in the email or mail that just kind of explained their whole process, but there was so much stuff and infrastructure that got screwed up on our way into town that it just took that long to fix everything before it even got to our house. So like it did rip it out of our house, so like the landlord had to send a electrician out to like fix all of our cords and stuff back into the house. But that was just kind of part of the problem. So
what else? What other issues did you have?
So like the tree that was in our front yard fell onto my wife's car.
I saw that.
You saw a picture of that.
No, man, that's I didn't know about that.
Yeah. So whenever I'd come home that night, because I was still having to go out and like do CPS stuff, I came home and I was just like, oh man, we should probably like move your car, because that's gonna suck whenever that tree cracks and falls onto your car. And not but a couple hours later, guess what happened? But her car hadn't been moved since like the couple days before, so it was still iced over, and it had like a probably good 2 inches of ice, 2 or 3 inches of ice on it that kept it from getting hurt and injured whenever the tree fell on it. So that was that was a nice, kind of dodged that bullet. But
was it like the whole tree or just like a branch that fell on it?
It was a good half of the tree. Like, are you friends with her on Facebook?
Her feed doesn't show up on my Facebook for whatever reason.
So you blocked her because of her political views.
No, I have like 500 friends on Facebook, and I see like a good 20 of them.
Oh, well,
I don't understand.
You know what makes me mad about Facebook is every time Mage updates his stupid Facebook, it gives me a notification.
Yeah, I wonder why you keep commenting on
every single time. It's like, oh, blah 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 has made a post. Check it out. No,
God dang, unfollow me, Finn. I'm tired of you harassing me.
Oh yeah, I'm harassing you. And it's stupid. It makes me mad. Just shut up.
Because I'm sure y'all get stuff from me, because it's like, oh, Mr. Jones hasn't made a post in 45,000 years. You want to see what he's up to now?
You too. And the one that I get the most is my sister for some reason. Like, it's every single time my sister posts, I get something from her, and I'm just like, please, shut up.
I mean, you can turn that off, but
I know that, but then I got to go through all these settings, and
it's easier just to complain about it than actually fix the problem.
Yeah, exactly.
You're sounding like a Republican there, Finn.
Shots fired.
We can be political today, since it was.
Yay! We can be political because we won. So
because big things have happened.
Yes.
But no, like on my Facebook, actually, the person I see the most is it's random. Like I don't understand it. I don't understand Facebook's algorithm because it's my best friend from high school's wife. Like I see her posts more than literally anybody else, and I don't know why.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't understand the whole algorithm either. Because then I can go from like, oh, this was posted 2 seconds ago to, hey, this was posted 4 months ago. And it's like, why are these right next to each other? Why can I not just set it as chronological and not ever have to unchange it again? Like,
Yeah, I don't. Some of this stuff is stupid. Like I don't understand it, and
five
I wish
real.
that like they would. I don't want to have to go and unfollow everybody. That's the biggest thing. Is like I don't want to have to go and unfollow everybody because they're annoying me. It's
I mean,
stupid.
I'll do that if you're racist, but
Yeah, that's different. I will say that. So it has been pretty hilarious seeing everybody lose their mind
Right.
over this stuff and like,
oh my
oh,
god,
he's not my president. Blah, blah, blah. And just
like it's basically like a mirror image of what 2016 was. It's just
oh,
the
for
opposite party,
sure.
like dead to rights mirror image.
It's so funny and just sad. It's like he's not my president. And it's like, well, I think he might be. Sorry,
I mean, he's technically not yet, but, you know, come January,
you
he
know,
will be.
like, and just they're just like, "Rah!" Like it's. I don't understand how people are like that mad over it.
Yeah, it's just like
Like
autistic screeching at
it is though.
Yeah. Okay, a little bit of a sidebar. Did you see his press conference, Trump's press conference?
Which
I
one?
do not.
The
There
one
was
about him saying that everybody was cheating and stuff.
no, there was one here recently that was misscheduled, and instead of being at like the legitimate Four Seasons, it was booked at the Four Seasons landscaping business. Have
Oh
have y'all
yeah, I
seen
saw
that?
that. I saw between the porn store
Yeah.
and.
No, I did not see that.
So
Oh
What?
my god, it was so funny.
so I guess instead of booking at, you know, the Four Seasons hotel for this press conference, they just were like, "Oh, the Four Seasons awesome," but it was the Four Seasons like landscaping company. But since they booked it, they just had to have their press conference outside of this landscaping building that they zoomed back, you know, right off the get-go. It looks pretty normal because they have the normal backdrop taped up on the wall and it looks all official. But then they zoom back and they're outside of this crummy looking building next door to like an adult bookstore with like Rudy Giuliani giving interviews and all of the news crews and stuff set up. Oh my gosh, it was amazing.
Oh my god! What the
I
hell?
saw I saw people talking about it. I didn't actually see the press conference, but it sounds freaking funny.
Yeah, I just saw a couple screenshots of people out at this little thing. It's like, good God, guys. Like, you can't make this up anymore. Like, the
I
wheels have totally fallen off.
think for for everybody.
You cut out real bad.
Did I really? Like,
Yeah,
how bad was it?
Yeah,
I didn't.
I heard maybe like 2 words of whatever sentence you were saying.
I said the things have like gotten really bad for them. Like, I feel kind of bad for them sometimes, but then I realize they're all just a bunch of jackwagons.
Well,
Then I don't
I
feel
think
bad for them.
I think Trump just spouting venom the entire time they were counting the votes is evidence enough for me not to feel sorry for him for losing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's fair too.
Like, I don't know how you can think that this is a rigged election when it's literally it was so close. Like,
I'm gonna check to see if his tweets are still being blocked out. Yep, they still are.
it's so funny because like he kept like it was literally just screaming at people for like 2 weeks during this election period.
My favorite
Absolutely
one
insane.
right now My favorite one right now is the I won this election by a lot in all caps.
Yeah. As when it was announced that he lost.
That's my favorite one.
He lost the popular vote and the electoral college vote.
Did y'all see the Greta Thunberg thing?
Oh yes, about how he needs. Yeah, it was about how needing to go like go on a date or something or a movie or something.
Well, because I guess he had tweeted about her like a year ago that she just needed to chill out whenever all of that stuff was going on.
Yeah,
And
there's
I,
like anger management issues.
yeah, and I guess she didn't say anything until like this week, and it was just like, oh, Donald, like, you need to sit a couple plays out, take a chill pill or whatever it was. It's just like, oh, that's amazing.
Man, it's been a good week. Let me say, I'm pretty sure, even though we haven't talked about it on this podcast, pretty sure y'all can figure out that we're what all we voted for, and I mean,
Yep, they definitely know that we all voted for Kanye.
yeah.
Oh my god, Kay. So I had a parent that I talked with last week. They're like, oh, I voted for Kanye just to say that I could. And it's like, of course. And you have child
Did you
welfare
take
knock
their
on your door.
kids? Because you should have taken their kids.
Unfortunately, voting for Kanye is not a lose your kid offense.
It should be.
I mean, it's not a good foot to be on, but
That's so stupid. Did they?
5,590 votes in Oklahoma for Kanye.
That's so many stupid people we have here in Oklahoma.
I will say that ballot was kind of confusing because, like, on the at least the presidential election, there were like 12 names.
Yeah, right. It was
Joe
though.
Biden was like so hard. Like
He was like in the middle or something.
yeah, it was like crazy. Like, so I thought that was shady.
excuse me.
I mean, I'll be honest. I really wish that my vote counted more here in Oklahoma. I know overall it counted with the popular vote, but I know like in Oklahoma it doesn't really matter that much, which sucks hearing and saying, but it kind of is what it is. But I just wish it would be more
Impactful.
impactful. Yeah.
Yeah.
God, I hate Oklahoma sometimes.
Yeah, it's kind of hard, especially like literally everybody, like everything that we vote for is red. It's just kind of like, man. But I don't know. With Texas almost flipping, we might get some blue coming up to Oklahoma.
Yeah, that was weird. Or not weird. That was crazy. Like,
yeah,
watching that happen.
What we could really hope for is that we get rid of political parties entirely.
I don't think that'll happen.
Yeah, I'm not going to hold my breath on that one.
Yeah,
now you're asking too much.
Right. Sorry. It's just like, partisan politics got us in the last 4 years. That mess. It kind of be stupid to think partisan politics is going to get us out.
I think it will. I don't think partisan will be. I think Biden's more.
I hope Joe Biden.
I like the speeches. Speeches. He was saying that he's going to be president for all, America's president. I liked all that. That was.
Yeah, his concessions. Oh, not his concession speech. His victory speech was really good.
Pretty good. Yeah.
He said all the right things for me. I just hope that he stands by it in the next 4 years.
Right. I agree.
Words are easy. Actions are hard.
So we'll see how that goes. It shouldn't be. I'm hopeful. I probably shouldn't be, but I'm hopeful for.
Yeah, I was really afraid that if Trump won, we would literally turn into a fascist dictatorship. Like it was becoming that. He had freaking 197. What was it called? 197. What everyone blamed Obama for. presidential. It's like when the president just basically orders something and it makes it happen.
Presidential orders.
Executive orders.
orders.
Yeah, executive orders. God dang, I cannot. Like, I knew what I wanted to say, and like the phrase just escaped my brain. like the words just would not come out. I don't know why. But yeah, he had 197 executive orders in the last 4 years, and it's just, and people like railed Obama for it his first term when he had like 120. You know. And I don't know, the way he was going, I was really afraid that America would become a factory dictatorship, because it was getting rough.
It was. Like, I hope now. I have a hopeful mindset that things are going to get better now. I think it's probably me just being too hopeful, and probably going to be just same stuff, different day. But hopefully, things are
at least on a better foot.
Yeah.
The very minimum, I hope that we don't ever see KKK rallies again. Yeah. Like remember that crap in like 2017?
Yes, I do. Sadly,
they had those marches of just like screaming, "Jews will not replace us," and oh my god, like that's one of the worst things Trump did, was empower those people.
So sad. What? Maybe now things will be better. I really do think things will be better.
We can be hopeful. Keep our fingers crossed.
It's a step in the right direction, that's for sure.
I agree. I think things will be good. All right. Let's go ahead and jump into our wins or fails of the week. It's been forever since I called it. Inferior Maze, what is your fail of the week?
Okay, so you know how I've been talking about going to like the ENT, doing like allergy testing and all that stuff?
Yeah.
So I did the CAT scan, and we did the follow-up appointment with my ENT. Or I did my follow-up appointment with my ENT.
Okay.
And so I figured out what the problem was. So I don't have bad allergies, apparently. My sinuses are actually pretty good.
Okay.
Somehow in my past, I had broken my nose without knowing it. And my septum is super deviated. And so it's trying to compensate each
what?
Right? So like each cavity is trying to compensate to breathe through, which makes both cavities suck, which builds pressure in my ears, which stops fluid from leaking out.
Yeah.
So I need to have a surgery on my nose. But I broke my nose without ever knowing it sometime in my past. And it had to be when I was a little kid, too, because I've had these issues for a while. So I don't know how I broke my nose, but I broke my nose.
That's crazy. Do you have it like an idea of when you might need to have the surgery?
Well, so right now I'm trying to figure out whether I'm in the Cherokee jurisdiction to have that surgery without having to pay for it.
Yeah.
Once they get back to me with that, then we'll either schedule the surgery, or I'll have to call another, go have it somewhere else. Or I could just live with it. It's not like he told me a good way to deal with the pressure on my ears and to release it. And so it's been working. So I could just live with it if I wanted to. I've been living with it for the last 20 years. So
I didn't really know it was a problem until you start looking at it and getting it checked out, and now it's a problem.
Well, I've always had issues, and I've always been like, man, why is it so hard to breathe sometimes? Like, because like one nostril will be able to go through air completely, and the other one won't, and it just switches all the time. I've never been able to breathe through both my nostrils at the same time.
Yeah, that's rough.
And I was like, so why is it such an issue? So I've always had a little bit of an issue with it, but it hasn't really been like really bad until like last year when I was getting those ear infections. But now I know.
Yeah, so
This is
hopefully at
crazy.
least
I don't
knowing.
know when I broke my nose, but I broke my nose.
It seems like one of those things that you would know happened, but
Right? That's what I was thinking too. I was like, how did I break my nose?
yeah.
But like he was like, yeah, because there's like a little bump on my on the bridge. That he's like, when he was showing me the CAT scan, he's like, and so you can see it right here. There's a little jet right there. It kind of points out like an elbow. And I was like, I felt that on my bridge for forever, and I was always wondering what that was. And that's where I broke it.
I say, now you know.
And now I know. So I guess knowing is half the battle. But we'll figure out what to do with it later. If I can get it for free, then I'm going to take the surgery for free. It's just a rhinoplasty or something. I don't really know what they call it.
Yeah. Good Lord. All right.
Yeah. It's just crazy. Just crazy. I don't know how I broke my nose, but I broke my nose.
Hopefully it's at least in network and you can get it for
That's
free.
the hope.
Or at least at not full price anyway. Yeah.
Oh,
goodness gracious. Okay. My turn?
Go. Yeah, I'll go, and then you can go.
I've kind of got a couple.
I got kicked out of my guild, and that's all I'm going to say about it. I'm kind of mad about it still, but I mean, it's whatever. All right, Conan, go.
Okay. So I have a couple. So obviously, like, the power being out for so long is the big fail of the last 2 weeks. Then, so the power went out, or we had that storm come through like Monday, Tuesday, 2 weeks ago. So that Monday, I was able to get in with my doctor to be able to get a referral for other doctor stuff that we've got going on, which I'll talk with you guys about after this. But I also got checked out. I've been having some, I'll call them bathroom issues, that I thought was a hemorrhoid. Turns out is not what that is and not what's going on. So my PCP doctor, she was not very ginger and just kind of went whole hog. There was no, hey, hold on for a second, just kind of dunked her thumb in the jelly and just went to town.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. And I like kind of starting to cry, and she's just like, oh, no, yeah, nothing's going on inside. And I was like, I mean, it's bleeding now, but like,
God.
I just got raped.
It was like, hey, can you like give me a little bit of frickin' warning before you violate my ass? Like,
now Conan Jones knows personally what some women have to go through.
well, I mean, I've had to have that before, like, because I had a colonoscopy back in college. So, I mean, I've done all of that previous, but
Conan Jones does butt stuff, confirmed.
If that's what counts, then I guess it is confirmed. But she was just like, oh, this isn't a hemorrhoid. So it's just like, I don't know enough of what's going on. So it's like, I need to refer you to like a specialist. So she sent a referral in. So I have to go see a colorectal specialist sometime soon to see what's going on, and hopefully probably have surgery of some sort to get stuff cleared away.
Not fun.
No.
Well, you got state insurance, which is pretty decent.
Yeah, so it's like a $50 copay. So for specialists, that's not nearly as bad as what we had in Tejas.
Better than any kind of deductible, that's for sure.
Right, for real. Oh, so God, so I've got multiple. Okay, so had that. We had to take Ron to the vet because, he was like pissing on everything. So my wife was just like, I think he might have a UTI. So I had to take him to the vet, and they had to do a urine sample and like put him in this special litter box for him to pee. And turns out he did have a UTI, so they gave him a shot for like a steroid, which was like $180. So like,
Jesus.
I know, right? So
How does he get a UTI? I mean,
I guess it just kind of sometimes happens with male cats, especially after if they've been fixed. That it just kind of happens. But it was one of those things that, you know, you're looking on WebMD for too long, and before too long he's going to have cancer and die because this doesn't get checked out.
Yes.
But it's like,
thank
oh,
you, WebMD.
yeah, it's, oh, he's got a cough. Like, nope, you're about to die. You've got 46 hours. Like, you need say goodbyes. It's like, no,
Stage 4 lung cancer.
Yeah. It's like, I have itchy, watery eyes. Like, how did we get to this? But so did that. I noticed the other day I have a chip in my windshield. So I had to go and see how much that would be to fix. And the guy was just like, yeah, it's too far gone. It's too big to repair. We have to replace the whole windshield. So that's going to be like $300 to get replaced. Which,
where'd you go?
There's a place kind of over by my house that I hear on the radio sometimes.
Get a second opinion.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
go through that.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a... all right. So there's this ghetto-looking place on 23rd and I-40, right across from the Arby's. You know where you used to pick, where my grandpa used to live?
Mm-hmm.
There's a windshield place right there. I had to change the windshield in the PT Loser. Remember whenever I ran over that dude because he was walking in the middle of the street on New Year's Eve?
Yeah.
That wasn't my fault, by the way.
No, it wasn't.
I still don't know if that guy's dead or not. Anyways.
You ran away?
No, I didn't. No, I called the police and stuff. I see. It's been 3 weeks. I'm still censoring myself. Look at me go.
Oh, okay.
No, I called the police and everything. Oh my God. I was going to my sister's for a New Year's Eve party. And I wasn't even drinking yet. And,
yes.
like, that night
I remember you telling this story.
Yeah.
I think we have it on one of the recordings in the podcast.
Yes.
So you had to replace windshield there? How much did it cost?
Yeah, it was like $130, and if you paid cash, they took 10% off.
Shady.
I don't care. Hey, I'm telling you, I'm passing the savings on to you.
All cash. Previous chop shop. But
Yeah.
you know what?
Yeah, because
As
it
long as
was.
it gets the job done.
I think I have the quote right here. It was a 182 for the windshield itself, 70 for labor, and like $20 for whatever the glue is, the adhesive.
$20 for miscellaneous.
No, for the adhesive.
No, I was making a joke.
Oh. Wow, the list price for this windshield is almost $620.
Where you seen that?
It's just on this quote that he gave me whenever I went to go get it checked out. I don't know if that's
$620.
just for the windshield itself. That's not for like the installation or anything. But
Did you call your insurance? Is that who's going to pay for it?
the insurance, we have a $500 deductible for insurance. So
Of course.
yeah, because I did call State Farm and be like, hey, you know, how does this work? I've actually never had to use my auto insurance, so I don't really know the process. She's like, oh yeah, you've got a $500 deductible, so it's anything over
can you
$500.
take that off of the last 12 years of payments I've given you?
Right? It's like I've had insurance
Where
with you
haven't had to
guys.
do anything except take my money?
Yeah, for my entire adult life, like, no power. My doctor.
I will stand firm against the deductibles, man.
They're so
dumb.
stupid. Like, that's the point of me paying you every month. Like,
Right.
but we'll see. Yeah, I do want to do a couple other places to see, because I mean, that is pretty high, but I also have never had to replace or fix a windshield before to really know what is normal. So,
I'm telling you, go to that place across from the Arby's.
yeah,
I'm telling you.
there's one right there on the corner.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Bring like 200 in cash with you too, and you'll be good.
And my bullet vest.
No, just go.
Be strapped
It's,
up.
it's like when
Just
we go
don't
to
ask questions.
no. It's like when we go to Bobo's. You just gotta know how to act. Okay.
Don't ask questions, Conan.
Yeah, exactly. Don't ask
All right.
questions.
Where
Don't
did this
ask them why
windshield
they want
come
it only in
from?
cash, why they don't take a card. Don't ask them that.
They take card. They just charge you more.
Yeah, because they have to tax that.
Exactly.
Where the cash, they could just hide.
Okay.
They might just be paying MasterCard, because I know like sometimes you just have to charge a little bit more to run the credit card machine. Because I know like we did that whenever we went to like convention and stuff, because that company charged us to use their service to take credit cards.
I mean, that's fair. I always believe there's some kind of tax evasion thing going.
Who knows? But okay, that's all of my multiple fails for
That's
the
right.
long
That's
week.
why we don't ask questions. We just accept what is given to us.
Exactly. All right. We want to talk
All
about.
right. So my league club, or not league club, my gaming club. So it doesn't start until next week. So I won't really have a update about it until next podcast, because it doesn't get voted on until Wednesday, and then my first meeting will be Thursday. But I did register for the club, the league, or the esports league that we're going to be in. I'm waiting for the confirmation email.
Heck yeah. Okay. I know it's the way that we talked about it last time made it sound like it was like, oh hey, we're starting then like next week. So
Yeah. So there's not really anything an update about it yet, to be honest.
okay. Sorry, just choking to death. How's the rest of school going?
Uh, uh, it's been okay. I've been having some issues that I don't really want to get into in the podcast, but I have been having some issues and I don't know what to do about it.
Are the issues with students or with like?
Yes,
Gotcha.
it's issues with students.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to talk about without talking about.
Yeah, exactly. What's something else we could talk about with topic one?
I know I'm just like a lot of the people at my work are about to be jumping ship. Like it's getting to a point where people are just like, I'm tired of this, I'm done, and are just gonna start leaving in droves, and I'm not looking forward to when that starts happening, because then I'm just gonna get the shaft and have to pick up all of the extra.
Yeah, because don't you have to do everything else then? What everything? Since you're gonna be like staying around and everything.
Since I'd be like the only one left. Yeah. Because, good lord. We had a lady in the office yesterday who has been around for a little bit, but she's just kind of like your ditzy for like sorority girl. Like she just kind of fits that stereotype.
Mm-hmm.
And every time anything that's slightly inconveniencing happens, she's like, F it, I'm quitting, I'm leaving, I'm not coming back. And then she like cusses and freaks out for like 3 seconds and then goes back to doing her job and not complaining about it. And yes, the other day she was walking around on speakerphone with somebody and was walking around with the phone like inches from her face. But you could hear the speakerphone from across the building. So it's like, why? Why annoy the whole building with your personal conversation? Like, just hold it up to your freaking ear. Yeah, I'm sure she's a nice lady, but she's just annoying.
What if she's not a nice lady and she's actually just a major
Major
B
B.
word? Yeah.
I mean, stranger things have happened, but excuse me. Like I don't even know. I'm sure she probably can be sometimes. I I don't have anything to do with her just because like I'm far enough along I can do my own stuff without having to interact with you.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mage, how's your school stuff been?
Pretty good. I actually just Friday I got through orientation and stuff because they made me do that, which is stupid. But
Wait,
basically,
why'd they make you do orientation when you're already a
dude,
college graduate?
if I had the answer for that, I would tell you. I guess it's just one of their policy things. But I did it Friday and getting scheduled for my classes and stuff like that, and then finding a place to move to. But things seem to be going in the right direction for that.
Where are you going to school at again? I forgot.
UCO. I got accepted to basically every college that I applied to, but UCO gives, since I'm going for finance, Oklahoma City area has a lot more available for me to do, like maybe internships or jobs while I'm at school,
Mm-hmm.
and for experience in that finance department. So that's where I'm going.
So when are you moving up to the city then?
As soon as I find a place.
Conan has an extra room. You can stay with Conan.
har har hardy har har.
And it's close to UCO too.
And Conan doesn't have to pay. I could pay part of rent.
See? You could just move all of like JoJo Jones' stuff out of there and just chunk it out back or whatever. And then you can stay in
I'm sure she would appreciate that I get her room while Conan still gets his office.
Yeah. There you go.
Perfect plan.
Perfect plan. And as soon as Conan and JoJo have kids too, perfect.
Foolproof.
Foolproof.
No issues.
Foolproof plan. All right. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do either. I might find another teaching job up and closer to the city. I don't know yet. That one's still wishy-washy for me.
It's such a weird part of the year to be thinking about stuff like that too. Like,
But I see I am though. I'm 100% am thinking of like my exiting strategy? Question mark. Because I don't know. I don't like teaching elementary music.
yeah, that's fair. Because I couldn't do elementary. Like,
I just think it's exhausting. You have to be like so upbeat every time, otherwise the kids just run all over you.
Yep. And yeah. Anywho, let's talk about topic 2 this week. Going into so next week is the grudge match between PS5 and Xbox Series X, whatever it is. I don't know how many names it has now. What is the legitimate name of it?
the Series X.
The Xbox Series X. You got it right the first time.
Did I really?
Well,
yeah, I will say, because we kind of talked about it before we started the podcast.
What's the Series S then?
it's the smaller version.
Yeah, that's the smaller digital version. That's where all because the PS5 also has a digital version where like you don't buy any physical copies of games. You just download it off the internet.
Yeah.
Don't get the if you're buying the Xbox, don't get the Series S because it also has less memory. Like there's no point in it. Just get the Series X. It's $100 more. You get a whole 500 gigabytes more memory. It could do everything that the Series S can do and more. Like, there's no point to getting the Series S.
I mean, you're not wrong.
But the I don't understand Microsoft's name naming system at all.
I don't either.
Like we were talking about that a little before the podcast about the Xbox 360, and like maybe the Ring is a good guess why the 360 is there, but I don't know why they call it the Xbox One. I don't know why they're calling this the Series X. Like it's like freaking phones, you know? Like why are they calling these weird names?
Like they just started off being so stupid, and now they're just stuck having to stay stupid with their naming conventions.
Well, at least the Xbox was a little box with an X on it.
Yeah, I mean, starting off, like, the Xbox itself is not bad. It's just whenever they started adding on to different generations, like, PlayStation just went the easy route and added a number and changed the number, which makes way more sense than just whatever
I mean, like,
Microsoft
the
did.
Xbox 2, I don't know. I will say the Xbox 2 doesn't flow very well.
Oh, because you just went, like, that's just what we know is it's the 360. Like, or if you're just going to totally change the naming convention and not stick with Xbox branding, that's a whole nother conversation. And
yeah,
I don't know. It's weird.
it's weird. It's weird. But I think the PlayStation's going to win because they have some awesome games coming out with it.
I mean, there's really
Spider-Man,
no competition.
Huh?
There's really no competition. Like,
yeah, I mean, it's a shame because it's like I love the Xbox. Like I love my Xbox One. I know that the games aren't as there's not any exclusives or anything like that, but I do love it. I don't know. It might be one of those years where I might just splurge and buy both.
I guess if
I'll
you got the
probably
money.
Well, you're gonna get
I'll
both?
probably wait on the.
No,
Maybe.
we should get PS5s.
Not anytime. Okay. To be fair, not anytime soon, because there's always issues with the consoles when they first come out.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll wait till those issues are resolved, and then maybe consider it. For now, though, man, I'm excited to see Demon Souls come out and Spider-Man Miles Morales come out. Those are going to be cool when they come out with that PS5. Because they both come out November 10th. Along with the console.
Yeah, I mean, I would still like to play the Spider-Man game sometime eventually, but I'm not holding my breath because I'm not buying a PlayStation because I don't care enough.
Because PC Master Race.
I mean, essentially. Right, nothing against either system. I'm just like,
if you're coming out on PC, I have a PC for you. You know?
Yeah, exactly. Like I would rather spend that money and get a new graphics card and update my PC, which is something I need to do anyway. But
yeah, you could spend $2,000 on that PC and have it last for 10 years.
Yeah, because like I've spent...
10, that's a bit much.
Well, if you're spending that much money on it, it better last for a while.
Because I spent probably 8. What?
So there's so much you can do with a PC.
Yeah, and that's my deal with it. I'm just like I use it for other stuff that's not just games, so I use it for work and other stuff. Yeah. So
Conan has the unfortunate reality that he has to spend his money on more than just video games.
Unfortunately. Unfortunately, but
so I think I'm with Mage on that I'm probably not going to get a PS5 right at start, just because one, I didn't get a pre-order, so I'm kind of salty about that. But two, because I was stretching. Sorry. but two, because they do have issues at the start, even with how advanced technology has gotten. That there's still a chance of it to be messing up. But I don't want to take that chance. I want to play the Miles Morales game without having any sort of issues, because that Spider-Man game was pretty amazing, and that God of War 5 is going to be coming out sooner or later, or whatever they're calling it, God of War 2, even though it's the fifth one. I don't.
That's so
Whatever.
stupid.
I won't give them too much flack for the name of it, because it's a good game. So
It just seems like they just started a new era. Like,
yeah,
it seems like you would want to change and kind of separate yourself from the original trilogy and naming convention as much as you could.
but I mean, it's still the same. It's still kind of the same game, though. I mean,
But now it's Norse mythology, not Greek.
yeah.
But even just like a little bit of a naming change, like, I don't know.
I mean, what are they going to name it to?
Well, it's just like at least with like Assassin's Creed, like they kept the Assassin's Creed, but then had like not a subtitle, but you know what I mean, like that everybody's just
God
like
of War into the Northlands.
and then
God of War Valhalla.
Yeah, see, then you fall into like compare.
Yeah, I mean, if it's something like that, but I mean, you would then be able to use like, oh, God of War Norse mythology 2, God of War Norse 3, and then you can still use
God
that
of War
without
2, Electric Boogaloo.
Boogaloo.
Oh man, we have breaking news, and this isn't like the good breaking news.
If you're saying what I think you saw, I just saw it too.
Oh man, Jeopardy host Alex Trebek has passed away and lost his battle with pancreatic cancer? Pancreatic cancer. Man,
He's been struggling with that for a long time, though.
I thought he was getting better though, because it was in remission. But that doesn't mean it's gone. And he's an old man. It's sad.
That's rough.
Moment of silence.
I don't know if I want to put in the breaking news for that, because the breaking news sound is a little too upbeat for that.
Yeah, it's rough.
Don't
use the.
I'm gonna go ahead and delete that, because that's.
Don't use that breaking news. What's a sad breaking news? I don't know. Use the Incredible Hulk music there, then.
Okay, I think I still have that saved, so.
Also, this outro ditty is stupid, but I appreciate it.
It's also like forever old.
I know, but I just remembered it. Man, that's
sometimes we just like old things.
Yeah.
Just like the intro to the Ghosties. It's just stuff like that.
Old McGold.
I was thinking about that the other day and what I was going to do for the Ghosties, because the Ghosties is coming up pretty soon.
They are.
It's already November. That's crazy.
Ghosties comes up, I think, let's see. So we skip Christmas. Oh, yeah, we take a 2-week break for Christmas and New Year's Eve. So 25th and the 26th and the 2nd, we're not doing podcast recording. So that means, let's see. The Ghosties nomination show will be on the 5th of December. Then part 1 of the Ghosties will be on the 12th, and then the 19th. So are we gonna do it like what we did last year? and do it at Conan's house.
If we are, we need to get that kind of scheduled.
And like exchange gifts at Conan's house and not get me effing socks again.
Wow, you are the most ungrateful person.
I'm not ungrateful.
I'll have you know that your waffle maker that you got me is awful.
Is it awful?
Yeah, it barely works.
Oh.
It's pretty rough. I do like that it's Captain America, but it barely works.
I forgot what I got Conan. Oh, I got him that Pac-Man light. Does your Pac-Man light work? I don't know, is it Pac-Man or Tetris?
It's Pac-Man. It's the little ghost guy.
Does it still work?
I'm sure if I plugged it in, it would. It had a 10-foot micro USB cord that I kind of stole for something else because I needed a longer micro USB cord. So it's just kind of sitting on my chest of drawers.
At least my gift was useful some way. I'll take that as a win.
It's whatever. No, but I'm down with doing that again if y'all want to. Just kind of figuring out when and limits and all that sort of stuff.
Right. Let's see. I mean, we could record it the 12th. Let me double check to make sure I don't have anything on the 12th of December.
Should we hash this out after we're done?
Sure. All right. So let's go ahead and what have y'all been playing this week?
I've been playing this awesome, fun game called Blackout, where the power goes out and you don't do shit for 2 weeks. I would 10 out of 10 would recommend.
But you could have been playing like Among Us or whatever.
Oh no, I'm not playing that on my phone. I tried doing it once and I was just like, nope. I wasn't about it. I just thought that would be funny to say, so I said it. And I don't regret it. And you've muted yourself if you're trying to talk. Mage, have you done anything this week?
I've been trying to grind League, and I've been failing successfully to not get gold.
Yay, successful fails.
Yay.
I am hard stuck Silver 2. Sad days.
When does it end?
Tuesday.
Yeah.
Oh,
looks like gold ain't happening, boys.
You just try harder earlier next year. So yeah, you were kind of like right at the wire. It's like, oh, I might actually try to do this.
Yeah, dude, I was like really pumped because I was winning a lot and I was in Silver 2 and I was high Silver 2. And then like everyone in their woodworks decided that they wanted to try to get gold, and all of them hate me apparently because I got so many bad teams. And I mean, I'm not saying I played amazing, but like I'm talking about bad teams. Like they flamed hard.
Hell yeah.
They trolled when they weren't getting their way.
Hell yeah.
Like I'm not talking about just bad players. I'm talking about just bad people. Like, it was awful. Like I literally halfway through trying on Saturday, I just like, all right, every game's a mute all. I don't want to talk to anybody.
Yeah.
Dude, that sounds like my type of games.
I turned off anything involving chat for my ally team too. I just left pings on, and if they were crap pings or they were excessive, I muted that as well. We were not having a good time.
Do not blame you, like, at all.
I will say, once you do that though, and you're just playing the game's fantastic. Like as long as you're not talking to anybody, League is so much fun. But,
man, I don't know. I have to tell people when they're being stupid that they're stupid.
I just muted them so that way my chat still worked.
Oh, so you still playing? Okay, I got you.
I could still flame them. I just didn't hear their response, which is hilarious.
That's the best kind.
Wow, that's funny. Well, I've been playing World of Warcraft. I found a new guild to join. They're pretty fun. They're pretty chill to be around and everything. I'm gonna see how that all goes. But it's on a different server, so I have to move my Death Knight to a different server, which is gonna be weird. But
Well, okay, what does that actually change?
what?
Like changing servers and stuff.
It's a whole different economy. It's a whole different players I play with. Uh, that's pretty much it.
So how? What do you mean the economy changes?
I don't know. Like prices change. Like things are more like on smaller realms. Things are more expensive to get.
Just because you have less people selling stuff?
Yeah, exactly.
See, that's the whole other side of that I'm just like totally ignorant to. But well, I'm glad you at least found you another guild to jump in with. Hopefully they're relatively chill.
I hope so. I hope I have a good time. They seem like I said, like I think they'll be okay. I think I'll have a good time.
Um, I guess we should probably leave the other one.
Yeah, you need to leave the other one's Discord or whatever. They're fine. I don't care about it. I'm not. I'm mad about it, but I'm not like gonna cause problems over it. They had their reasons. I think the reasons are stupid, but it's whatever.
We'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I will say though that in my new guild, so I'm like the only tank in the guild, which is like weird but cool at the same time. And I'm not saying it's making me feel really good about myself, telling me that they're like the best tank they've ever seen, but it's making me feel really good about myself that I'm the best tank that they've ever seen.
It's like, I'm glad you think I'm good. I'm also sad that you think I'm the best because I am also trash.
Because I know I'm not very good. Like the only reason why I know so much about the game as I did is because I've been playing it for 15 years. That's the only reason why I know as much as I do. So it's,
Shower me with praise.
yeah. you can keep giving me humble brags. It's fine. You're not making my head inflate at all.
Right.
But yeah, that's been kind of my week of it. I guess is just playing WoW. Haven't really done anything else to be honest. Well, all right, let's go ahead and jump into our wins of the week. Conan Jones, what is your win of the week?
Our power came back on yesterday.
Yay! We're here!
It was like we had initially gotten the text from OG&E saying, "Oh, it'll be Friday at 11:30 p.m. for your area."
Yeah.
Friday,
You liars.
yeah, Friday afternoon, I had to come home from work and let Bax out for lunch and had to get some stuff around. And there were people in the neighborhood, like big trucks and stuff. So I was like, oh, dude, maybe we'll get it earlier in the week. We'll get it earlier than what they said. And got home and everybody was gone. And I said, it's not going to happen tonight. But they were all over the place yesterday and were able to get it going. So...
Did all your food spoil and stuff in the fridge?
Yeah, of course it did. It's 11 days without power.
Well, I know if you keep the fridge closed, it stays.
Yeah, that's for like 2 days at most.
It insulates.
So we were actually able to save the frozen stuff, and we took it over to my supervisor's house, which I need to actually go get today. A lot of the cold stuff we were able to keep a little while longer, but because we had a little ice chest and stuff. But yeah,
Did you guys just have to like eat out every day, or do you
Pretty
have
much.
a gas stove?
No, we had a gas hot water heater, and that's it. So we've done a lot of eating out.
Did you cook on your grill? It's propane.
No, we didn't have any food to cook with.
That's fair. Sorry, I had to ask my dumb question too, since Mage asked one.
Oh, okay.
Fair enough.
Except he was able to save most of it by bringing it to somebody else's house. And also having items. So maybe not quite as dumb as you said.
All right. Mage, what's your win of the week?
Oh, I don't know. It's been not. I guess getting caught up in stuff and with college and everything.
You're off to college. Bye, son.
Yeah. I got a fresh 18-year-old again.
I don't like that phrase. Let's not use that again.
That's
what?
good.
Fresh?
A fresh 18-year-old.
But
now that you've made it sound weird, it sounds very, very weird. At first, I was just like, "What are you talking about?" But now that you've like said that, now it feels very, very awkward to say that.
Maybe it's just it's my CPS brain that immediately takes things to the worst case scenario.
That's fair.
All right, what's y'all's wins?
My win this week is I have a new guild that they seem pretty fun, and I have a tanking spot, and a tanking spot's really hard to come by, but I have one, so it didn't take much looking, and I'm pretty happy about it.
Whoop whoop.
All right, I guess that's it this week.
I'm down.
Well, thank you guys again thank you guys very much for listening. I can't put this outro in a little bit. Thank you guys very much for listening. You can follow us on Twitter, SoundCloud, YouTube, iTunes, and Spotify at lowscalegaming. If you have a question or a subject you want us to talk about on our next podcast, go ahead and leave us a tweet or email us at lowscalegaming@gmail.com. But thank you guys again. And remember, have a great day and a better tomorrow.